have Ali Mohammed, CEO of the Greater Accra Poultry Farmers Association. Ali, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Bernard.
So Ali,
and the team.
I'm fine. So this Chinese matter you are bringing, is it just for Greater Accra? Because last week when I interviewed your colleagues from the Bono region, they were saying that the problem with them was they had cheaper alternatives from Cote d'Ivoire coming in because the CFA was now weaker, and therefore people were bringing eggs from Ivory Coast and the Bono, Doma area eggs were not selling. You seem to be saying that in Accra is because the Chinese are involved in producing eggs. Is that what you're saying?
Bernard, you are right. Even in Accra, the influx of the eggs from our neighboring countries is also a factor. But at the last interview that I had with your colleague, Mr. Sakite, we realize now the influx of the foreign participants, the Indians, what's the name, Ethiopians, the Chinese. Here's the case. I followed the discussion from the newspaper review angle. And your colleagues in the studio, look, we are not looking at the egg as a final product on the table for consumption. We are looking at the value chain that contributes to making or bringing the egg to the table. Look, the Chinese have a certain advantage that we don't have. The Greater Accra Poultry Farmers Association, the name sounds Greater Accra, but we are in about 9 regions of the country. Our cost of production actually is very, very high. The Chinese have an advantage of bringing their own input from their own country, from the maize, the soya, the concentrate. And look, we can't compete on that level. But one of the farms that we visited the last time when we are doing this thing to see, the minimum production per day is over 4,000 crates per day. That's only one farm. And if you look at their source of raw material, everything is coming from China directly. And look, our cost, I want to say the cost, the financing cost of input is very, very, very high. Look, when we allow, the Ghanaian is proprietary and things, let's look at the value chain.
Okay, where do the Ghanaians get their input from? If you're saying they get their feed and raw materials from China, where do you get yours from?
We source our local materials from locally. We take the maize locally, we take soya locally, everything locally. The last time when I came to the studio at the interview, we want to even start sourcing for our wheat rice brand from our local producers.
So are you saying that the Chinese brings hold on? So the Chinese brings the feed from China? Is that what you're saying?
The feed inputs, the maize, the soya, everything is from China. And look, some of these farmers are coming with heavily subsidized financing costs. I can tell you the minimum capital that you need in this agribusiness value chain, Bernard, is not a chicken feed. I can tell you for that. Look, on average, the interest cost to the last window is hovering around 20%. How can you compete with a farmer who is coming from China with maybe maximum around 4-5%? It can compete. It is not about, they are producing the eggs in Ghana, so it's okay. No. Look, some species need to be regulated. Either two, our farmers will go over and they'll go out of business.
What is the farm gate? What is the farm gate price you are giving your large eggs for per crate?
After 2 weeks, some of the farm gate price around 45, 40 cedis.
Because people are telling me they are buying eggs at 70, 75. So if your farm gate is 40, hold on.
Yeah.
If your farm gate for that, I'm talking of large. If your farm gate for large is 40, and is this an Accra-based farm?
Yes, within the what I call around Gomo area, maybe that's the central area. That's where one of our some of our large farmers are.
And they are giving farm gate at 40, 45 for large.
45.
If you go to hold on. If you go to Medina, you go to Ashali Botre, you go to Yarifa, you will get final product, large egg, 75, sometimes 80. So isn't the middleman also making too much profit? Because if you are giving it to him at 45 and he's selling it at 75 or 80, then maybe the problem is the middleman, not the Chinese matter itself.
Yeah, Bernard, you are right. You see, the argument is in two fronts. First, the production side. Second, on the consumer, how does the consumer get his egg? Where does the consumer get his egg? You are right. The last time I had an interview with your team in my office, we gave them the empirical evidence to tell them this in the market that our markets are not that regulated that we can say, oh, or maybe, Bernard, I'm a farmer, I leave farm. They're off-takers, take a minimum of 20 going. I'm giving you 47 cities. Before it gets to the market, sometimes it's very difficult to regulate the prices. But we understand how the market queen are refusing to bring prices down. And some of them, they tell you, look, this is our time that we make money. I said, look, and you know, Bernard, there's one thing I want to disclose. Look, these market queens, they bear the less risk or no risk. What did they do? They don't buy these eggs with cash. They take them on credit. So the farmer is at their beck and call. You come back in 2 weeks' time. Oh, you manton. They take it from the farm gate price. They don't give you the money.
Okay.
They sell it before they return the money.
So why can't you, the farmers, come together and cut out the market queens? Can't you, for example, as an association, supply eggs directly to hotels, chop bars, and to markets without using market queens, if they are such a big problem?
We can. Look, as at the last council meeting, we wanted to create some satellite markets within Accra. Saturday, Sunday, with the defined time, we will run the advert. We will run the advert through your medium because CTFM has become the mouthpiece for farmers. We want to run this thing for every Saturday, Sunday. Look.
Okay, before you continue, this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we have a big agri fair at Ifua Sutherland.
We have already said, and with the last time we participated, this time
I just want to know, will you give, what price are you giving? I hope you're not coming to give 70 per crate.
No.
What are you giving us? What crate level are you giving us? Because we are complaining about market queens. If you are giving your farm gate at 40, I'm not saying come and sell at 40, but I obviously don't expect you to come and sell at 60 or above when you come to the program.
No egg will be sold at 60. I'm telling you, the highest will get around 45, 47 cities per crate.
You are sure?
Very, very sure.
So as a long-term solution, what are you proposing to government? Is it to make the feed cheaper? Is it to create markets so that producers don't have to go through market queens? What is the sustainable way of letting Ghanaians enjoy this 40, 45 or even 50 instead of paying 70 to 90? That's what I'm paying in Accra.
Yes, maybe, but what we can appeal to government is to try and make the input cost a bit lower. Yes, our local producers of maize up north, they borrow from the banks to produce the maize, the same as soya and other additives. And it's all about the input cost. Getting the finance cost right, everything will come down. Yes, everything will come down. But on the wet go, it will be very difficult for us to compete with these foreign farmers. It will be very difficult. Very, very difficult.
All right, so how big are their farms compared to yours?
Yes, I told you, one of the farms, the minimum egg production per day is more than 4,000 crates.
What is the average size of a Ghanaian central region-based poultry farmer's size?
You can get 20,000, 10,000 birds, but the highest around 60,000 birds. But these people are having about 100,000 birds per farm. You know, Mr. Able, the average cost. When you have the large farm like that, your average per unit cost will come down.
So why can't the Ghanaian farmers come together so that maybe you can have, instead of Ali Mohammed Farm, you can have Western Greater Accra Farmers Association. If you put yours together, aggregation, you can also be bigger than the Chinese. Or incoming for one man no chop matter.
But you are right. But maybe we'll get there one day. But The number that we are talking about from our members, if you aggregate per day production, we will also get it's that number. But I'm looking at only one farm here, only one farm. But these are people who are coming with certain technology which are very superior, coming with some financing arrangement from their countries that we can never get here. If you are looking at only the pricing for the final consumer, I'm sure one day what we call the local master and bullfruit, the Chinese will overtake. They will take it and say, "Oh, we are getting at a cheaper rate." That was the thing. But it doesn't work that way. We want to create the value chain from the farmer to the producing of the birds, to the production of eggs, and the production of the meat as well. It's a value chain analysis that we are doing, not only the final product that comes to the table.
Thank you for your time and your insights. Ali Mohammed is the president of Greater Accra Association of Poultry Farmers.